Hey everyone and welcome back. Customizable ammo has been out for a couple weeks now, and I feel like it's a good time to give each ammo a light ranking. I've tried every ammo and I feel like I have a pretty solid understanding of each ammo's strengths and weaknesses. Before we start, this is my opinion, so it's totally okay if you feel like I'm wrong on a specific ammo. If you have a different opinion on any of my rankings, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think. I'll be going over each ammo relatively quickly just to get through them all, so this won't be a 20-minute video. I'll give my thoughts and end with the ammo's rank. As I'm sure many of you saw, I had a couple polls up this week to help me get an understanding of what the community thinks about the ammos, so thank you if you voted in that. Now for the ranking tiers, I will have an S tier for the ammos that are, in my opinion, really worth taking. A tier will be great choices, but not always necessary. B tier will be ammo that you can take, but might not be better than the base ammo. And finally, I will have a tier for ammo that I suggest you do not take, or D&T for short. I'll give you some reasons and all of that when we start. And real quick, I just want to say that I'm now on Twitch. I'll be on today for a couple hours playing Hunt during the event. I would really appreciate it if you came by and checked me out. Be sure to send a message, I'm always willing to have a conversation, and I hope to see you guys right after you watch this video. The link will be down in the description. Now let's talk about the custom ammo. I feel like we can all agree that the custom ammo as a whole is a lot weaker than most people were expecting. I mean, the whole subreddit was acting like this would be the end of the game. Personally, I knew it wouldn't be too bad, but I honestly feel like the ammos are still weaker than even I expected. A thing to know about my rankings are that I personally think that in most cases, base ammo is better. There are a few that don't follow this rule, and those are the ones that are in S tier. But base ammo really does it all without some sort of setback. The custom ammo is really nice, and it adds diversity, but in most cases, it's only useful in specific niches. You'll see what I mean, so let's get going. Taking a look at rifles and pistols, let's start with incendiary ammo. This is a common ammo as it's usable on the most guns. Incendiary ammo is available for the Uppercut, Caldwell Packs, LeMat, Winfield 1873C, Winfield 1873, Vetterli, Martini, Sparts, Lebel, and Mosin. Incendiary ammo is in a weird spot because it takes a couple shots to be able to set players ablaze. It's a really solid PvE ammo, but it lacks in PvP. This is because incendiary ammo reduces the damage and overall effective range. One big bonus to this ammo is that it can blow up barrels instantly. Of course this comes handy in niche situations, but it's still a bonus. For weapons like the Sparts and Martini, I honestly feel like I would never take this ammo. These are one-shot weapons that would receive damage nerfs for this ammo, and the fact that it takes 2 shots to set an enemy ablaze just makes this ammo useless on these guns. I could see incendiary ammo being useful when your whole squad takes Winfields, with all of you working together setting everyone on fire. But other than that, I feel like base ammo is better than incendiary, so I'll have to place it in B tier. Next we have the Dum Dum ammo. This ammo is available for the Caldwell Conversion, Caldwell Packs, Springfield, and Nitro. The Dum Dum will slightly lower your damage and muzzle velocity in exchange for a bleed status. For this ammo, I feel like it's really useful on your sidearm but less effective on the Springfield and Nitro because it completely takes away your ability to wallbang. Having it on your sidearm and tagging someone will cause a lot of pressure, making them have to stop the bleed. The bleed damage isn't what makes this ammo useful, it's the bleed effect itself. In most cases, it causes the enemy to panic and have to decide to either continue fighting or pull back for some time to manage the bleed. That time allows you to reposition or heal yourself up. The ammo gives great pressure, but with the guns it comes with, I think putting Dum Dum in the B tier would be a good fit. It works perfectly for the 2 pistols, but is less useful on the Springfield and Nitro. Explosive ammo is next and comes on the Springfield, Martini, and Nitro. To be completely honest, I feel like I need more experience with this one, but so far I have enjoyed it. Being able to take regular bullets for the Springfield and Martini and bring side explosive ammo is a great combo. It really allows you to apply pressure in buildings by shooting in and having the AoE hit. I have not tried this ammo on the Nitro, but it does seem like a good fit. This would turn the Nitro even more into a cannon, just blasting shots into buildings. That's where the real strength for this ammo is. It allows you to siege into bounty campers a lot easier by making them use their heals from your AoE damage. I'm going to put the explosive ammo into the A tier, but I still want to get some more experience with this ammo. Taking a look at the FMJ ammo now, this ammo comes on the Caldwell Conversion, LeMat, Centennial, Vetterli, and Martini. Full metal jacket ammo is a great option when you would like some more wall penetration. And honestly, I feel like this ammo is a little slept on. The developers recently removed the damage nerf that came with it, so all FMJ ammo now does the same damage as the base ammo. You will still have a slower bullet velocity, but can penetrate up to 2 layers of thin metal. This ammo really beefs up the Centennial and Vetterli, not to mention taking fanning on the pistols that can carry this. I'm a little hesitant to take this ammo on the Martini just because it already has a really slow muzzle velocity, and this ammo makes it even slower, but the penetration is really nice. Just like all ammo, it really depends on how you play, but I feel like with the buffs they gave to the FMJ ammo, it should be the first one placed in S tier. Moving on to the Spitzer rounds. They come on the Lebel and Mosin. This ammo comes at a hefty price that some of you will need to consider when picking. They overall buff your Mosin and Lebel, just causing a slight damage nerf and recoil nerf. I feel like on the base weapons you can take this ammo, but it's not really needed as you're trading damage and handling for penetration and bullet velocity. However, if you're into sniping, the Spitzer rounds are really good for both the Mosin Sniper and Lebel Marksman. I'll place the Spitzer ammo in A tier for now. Now let's talk about the poison ammo. It comes on the Nagant M1895, Nagant Officer, Centennial, and Sparks. I honestly have not enjoyed this ammo at all. I really feel like it's a waste to take this. You have no wall penetration, you lose damage and effective range. Not to mention that antidote shots exist. This will be the first ammo in the do not take tier. One way I feel like they could buff this ammo is to make the shots create a small poison cloud when they're fired. To balance this, they can make the poison cloud only last something like 20 seconds. Giving this ammo an AoE effect like the poison crossbow would make the ammo more usable. This would allow you to create pressure in zones that the enemies can't run through, but as of now, it's really not worth taking over the base ammo. And Jordan, if you comment about the Sparks poison ammo one more time, I swear to God. Okay, lastly for pistols and rifles, we have the high velocity bullets. This ammo comes on the Borheim, Nagant M1895, Nagant Officer, Winfield 1873C, and Winfield 1873. This ammo is awesome, you are gaining muzzle velocity for losing some weapon handling, and it was the number 1 picked on the YouTube poll list that I put out. I really feel like the increased recoil is totally worth the increased bullet velocity. I like to take the Officer Carbine, and this ammo just makes the weapon that much better. This ammo also makes the Winfields more viable to take, so if you're a newer player to the game, I really recommend taking the Winfield and throwing on some high velocity rounds. This ammo will join the FMJ rounds and the S tier. And that covers all rifles and pistols, and again, these are all my opinions, and I would really like to know how you feel about the placements so far. Also, I'm thinking about making a video series getting into the stats of the custom ammos and really breaking down every ammo individually. If that's something you would be into, let me know in the comments which ammo you would like me to start the series off with. Now let's jump into the shotgun shells, starting with the Dragon's Breath. It comes on the Lamat, Romero, and Spectre. This ammo is probably the most fun to use out of all of them. Being able to shoot a massive cone of fire out of your weapon just feels so cool. This ammo is another one that can really cause a lot of pressure onto an enemy. Setting an enemy on fire will really cause them to panic and have to choose their next move. And with the extended range on the pellets for the shotguns, it really helps make it a little easier to accomplish this. Dragon's Breath will be placed in A tier for now. Fléchette rounds are going to be really similar to the Dragon's Breath in terms of pressure. These shells come on the Caldwell Rival, Winfield Terminus, and Spectre. I have seen a ton of people running Quartermaster with the Terminus hand cannon, Rival hand cannon, or Spectre compact just for the Fléchette rounds. They will open the fight with the Fléchette round to make you bleed and then swap to their main weapon to maintain pressure. I feel like this strat is only going to get more popular because of how strong it truly is. Getting rushed while you're bleeding really turns the fight and almost confuses you on what to do next. Fléchette is going to be placed in the A tier for now. Next we have the Star Shells for the Lamat and Romero. I honestly don't have much to say about this ammo. This ammo has no PvP benefit and isn't ever really worth taking. Of course this ammo is going to be placed in the do not take tier. There's no real reason to give up damage to turn your weapon into a flare gun. Now it's time for everyone's favorite shotgun ammo, the Slugs. Slugs can be taken on the Lamat, Romero, Caldwell Rival, and Spectre. Slugs are really useful and give you that extra range when you aren't able to get super close to the enemy. Slugs are a great choice when you want to turn your shotgun into a mini rifle. I personally really like taking base ammo on the Romero with slugs. Having slugs preloaded when moving around and engaging fights, the upper chest damage at a range is enough to push in and close the distance. Of course, just straight using slugs like on a rival is an overall buff, allowing you to get 2 ranged shots to blow out the enemy's chest. I do find it a little difficult to get headshots with the shotguns just because of the iron sights they have on them, but slugs as a whole have been received well by the community and seem to be the favorite for the shotguns. Slugs will be the first shotgun shell placed in S tier. Lastly for the shotguns we have the penny shot shells. Penny shot is available for the Crown and King, Romero, and Winfield Terminus. I'm willing to talk about this ammo and move its placement a bit more than the others just because I'm not 100% sold on the ammo. You lose the wall pin for some extra damage per pellet. These things shred in close range, but so do the base shells for shotguns, so I'm a little torn on where to place this. But as of right now I'm putting them in B tier mostly because you do lose some range on the shotgun when using penny shot. Now it's time for the crossbows. Starting with the hand crossbow we have the poison shot. Before the update I honestly felt like this bolt was a total waste, but now with its changes I find it a bit more viable. The cloud that it leaves behind is really good at closing off doorways and kind of controlling where the enemies can move. I still think the bolt itself is lacking a little when shooting directly at the enemy, but now with the cloud effect I think this bolt is a little better. I'll place the poison bolt in A tier. I'm going to cover the chaos bolt and the choke bolt at the same time. Both of these bolts are situational and turn the hand crossbow into a utility weapon. I think the choke bolt edges out the chaos bolt in terms of usability and effectiveness, so I'll place the choke bolt in A tier and put the chaos bolt in B tier. For the standard crossbow, we have the shot bolt and explosive bolt. If you have seen my old crossbow guide that needs to be updated, you will know how I feel about these bolts. The shot bolt is like a mini nitro that really demands respect. For this, I'll be putting the shot bolt in S tier for the crossbow. Now that you can have two bolts though, I will be placing the explosive crossbow in A tier. In the past it would have been placed much lower, but since you can bring the shot bolt and the explosive together, the explosive bolt will finally have its chance to be used. It's a great ammo to clear out rooms and do AoE damage, and now that you can swap between the two, I think they'll work perfectly together. And here is the final list of all the special ammo in the game. Let me know how you feel about the placements. I would really like to see what other people think about the ammo so far. And again, if you would like to see a mini-series where I dissect every ammo and stat, let me know in the comments which ammo you want me to start with. I'll be live on Twitch when this drops, so come by and say hi. Until next time guys, have a good week, and I'll see you later.